Megalodon. The name alone sounds like it should come with a warning label. A shark so massive it made whales nervous, and sometimes dead. It stretched up to 18 meters, weighed over 60 tons, and had a bite force around 180,000 newtons. Enough to crush a car like a beer can. Its teeth, 18 centimeters each. Basically, steak knives the size of your hand. And it didn't nibble. It removed chunks. Scientists found whale bones with perfect circular bite marks, like someone took a cookie cutter to them. The precision was surgical. The intent was murder. But here's the funny part. It didn't live with dinosaurs. Nope. It ruled the seas millions of years later, Miocene to Pliocene, before colder waters and collapsing food chains ended its reign. When Megalodon disappeared around 3.6 million years ago, the ocean exhaled. Whales grew larger. Prey populations exploded. The food chain restructured itself around the absence of a predator that had dominated for over 20 million years. But the relief didn't last long. Mosasaurus, the T-Rex of the seas, except with flippers and better aim. This 15-meter marine reptile wasn't a dinosaur. It was a distant cousin of snakes and monitor lizards. Picture a crocodile redesigned by someone who failed anger management. It had a double-hinged jaw that could swallow prey whole. Sometimes other mosasaurs. Because when food runs out, family's still on the menu. Fossils show it patrolled the shallow seas of the late Cretaceous, ambushing anything that moved. Fish, turtles, even pterosaurs dumb enough to dive too low. Its teeth curved backward, designed not to kill, but to trap. Once Mosasaurus grabbed you, escape wasn't an option. Drowning was. And yes, its ancestors crawled out of the water millions of years earlier, only for this guy to crawl back in. Evolution has a sense of humor, but Mosasaurus wasn't the only one with anger issues and family ties in the late Cretaceous seas. Tylosaurus. Mosasaurus had a cousin, a faster, meaner cousin. This beast stretched up to 14 meters with a body built like a torpedo and a temperament to match. While Mosasaurus ambushed from below, Tylosaurus chased in open water. It had a reinforced skull designed for ramming prey at full speed. Basically a battering ram with teeth attached. It didn't just bite. It stunned first, then ate. Scientists found fossils with damaged snouts from repeatedly headbutting dinner. Imagine being so aggressive you break your own face hunting. And it worked. Tylosaurus dominated open water, hunting plesiosaurs, sharks, and anything slow enough to regret it. Its hunting strategy was simple. Chase until exhausted, ram until stunned, eat while still twitching. No elegance, just violence. When it vanished with the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, the ocean didn't mourn. It just made room for the next nightmare. But before Tylosaurus, before Mosasaurus, something even worse ruled the depths. Liopleurodon. Before the age of marine reptiles reached its peak, there was this, a pliosaur that turned apex predator into an understatement. This Jurassic monster reached 7 meters, maybe more depending on which fossil you believe, and had a bite force estimated at 33,000 newtons, 4 times stronger than a T-Rex. It didn't have a long neck like other plesiosaurs. It had a massive head, short compact body, and 4 powerful flippers that turned it into an underwater missile. Liopleurodon hunted by scent, tracking prey through dark water with nostrils that worked like sonar. It could smell blood from kilometers away, and when it struck, it didn't let go. Fossils show bite marks on ichthyosaur bones, clean breaks through solid bone. It didn't chew, it shattered. Each tooth was designed to pierce and hold, turning prey into anchored targets. But even Liopleurodon had competition in the arms race of prehistoric terror. Kronosaurus. The name means Titan of Time, and honestly, it earned it. This early Cretaceous predator stretched up to 10 meters with a skull alone measuring 3 meters. A third of its body was just mouth, because subtlety is overrated when you're built like a living bear trap. Its jaws were lined with conical teeth designed for gripping, not slicing. It didn't need to slice. It just held on and twisted until something broke. Usually bones, usually spines. Scientists found plesiosaur remains in Kronosaurus stomach contents, proof it ate other apex predators for breakfast. And with flippers powerful enough to accelerate like a missile, nothing outran it in short bursts. Kronosaurus didn't hunt with strategy. It hunted with overwhelming force. Grab, twist, swallow, repeat. But not every predator needed size or teeth. Some just needed better armor and a willingness to evolve past conventional rules. Dunkleosteus, the medieval tank of the ocean. No teeth, just bone blades sharp enough to slice through armor. It lived 360 million years ago during the Devonian, back when fish ruled the planet and fashion was metal plating everywhere. This beast reached 6 to 10 meters with jaws that could snap shut in a 20th of a second. Bite force over 6,000 newtons. Imagine a crocodile wearing steel dentures and a bad attitude. It didn't chew, it guillotined. Scientists believe it could bite a shark in half like tearing paper. Its fossilized armor looks like it was built by an angry blacksmith. All plates and scars and dents from battles with other armored fish. Dunkleosteus lived in a world where everything wore armor, so it evolved jaws that treated armor like a suggestion. And when Dunkleosteus died out, the seas went quiet. Until evolution remembered that elegance could be just as deadly as brute force. Thalassomedon. The name means master of the sea, and honestly, it earned it. This Cretaceous predator stretched up to 12 meters with a 6-meter neck, basically a sea serpent built by a perfectionist. But don't let the elegance fool you. Thalassomedon wasn't graceful. It was patient. It floated silently just below the surface, neck coiled like a spring, then struck like a spear. Its long neck let it sneak up on prey without moving the rest of its body. Stealth mode unlocked. Unlike Liopleurodon's brute force approach, this was surgical precision. It likely fed on large fish and squid, swallowing them whole before they realized they'd been ambushed. And with a neck like that, chewing was optional. Fossils even show tiny stones in its belly. Gastroliths, used for balance and maybe digestion, helping process meals in a stomach designed for bulk processing. But the ocean's elegance hides its most violent hunters. Sometimes the deadliest predators don't look like monsters at all. Xiphactinus. While everything else evolved armor or size, this fish just evolved rage. A 6-meter predatory nightmare that lived during the late Cretaceous, swimming alongside mosasaurs and somehow surviving. How? By being faster and meaner than anything its size. Xiphactinus had a body built like a torpedo and jaws that unhinged like a snake's. It didn't bite prey, it inhaled them. Scientists found a perfectly preserved Xiphactinus fossil with a 2-meter fish still inside its stomach. It died mid-meal, choked on ambition. Because when you swallow prey, half your size whole, sometimes physics wins. But that didn't stop it from trying. For millions of years, Xiphactinus terrorized shallow seas, attacking anything that moved and some things that didn't. No venom, no armor, no special tricks, just speed, teeth, and zero hesitation. It proved you didn't need to be the biggest. You just needed to be the hungriest. And that's the pattern, isn't it? The ocean didn't lose its monsters. It just kept redesigning them. Megalodon crushed with pure power. Mosasaurus ambushed with patience. Tylosaurus rammed with reckless aggression. Liopleurodon shattered with overwhelming bite force. Kronosaurus twisted with mechanical efficiency. Dunkleosteus guillotined with armored brutality. Thalassomedon ambushed from elegant stillness. Xiphactinus swallowed everything whole with suicidal confidence. Each extinction made room for the next nightmare. The ocean didn't get safer. It just got creative. Here's the thing. These predators didn't hunt together. They ruled different eras, different oceans, different food chains separated by millions of years. But they all solve the same problem: how to kill efficiently in a world where everything wants you dead. Some chose power, some chose speed, some chose patience. And somehow, each strategy worked until it didn't. Until the water got too cold, the prey disappeared, or something bigger showed up. That's the real story. Not that these monsters existed, but that they all eventually failed, and something replaced them. Every single time. The ocean today still has apex predators, great whites, orcas, but nothing like this. Nothing with bone-blade jaws or necks longer than cars or teeth the size of hands. Because the age of sea monsters didn't end with a bang. It ended with efficiency. Modern predators don't need to be massive. They just need to be smart enough to survive what's coming next. And that, my friends, is evolution's cruelest joke. The biggest, strongest, most terrifying creatures that ever lived, all lost to something smaller, faster, or better adapted. The ocean didn't need monsters anymore. It just needed survivors. If you made it this far into the depths, hit subscribe, drop a like, ring the bell, and tell me which extinct sea predator you'd least want to meet in dark water.